You are listening to the East Texas Banner right here at easttexasbanner.com. Got the privilege today of sitting down with a gentleman who is running for Newton County Judge, Mr. Lee Fillyaw. Mr. Lee, I really appreciate you taking time to sit down with me.
Thank you for having me, Jay. It's good. It really is. It's good to be on with you.
Good deal. So, there's a lot of people who have questions about this race throughout the county.
And it's good they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions being passed around. But first of all, just tell the people who don't know you. Everybody pretty much knows you. I don't know if
after getting out in the county, I realized there's a lot more people out there that don't know me than what I thought there was.
Right. So give us a little bit of back history on yourself here in Newton County.
All right. Well, start off with, my name's Lee Fillyaw. I know Jay's already covered that. And I grew up here in Newton. I've lived in Newton pretty much all my life. I raised my children here. My parents were both raised here. And my children, one of my daughters is raising her 3 sons here. My other daughter just lives across the river and she's raising hers. Actually, where she lives is probably not but about 3 miles through the woods from where she grew up across the river. So, pretty much now my son has moved off. He works in Florida. He worked in D.C. for a while, and he's in Florida now. But the rest of us have pretty much been implanted here in Newton County our entire lives. And I've done a lot of things. I worked here. I was fortunate enough to have a job here that I was able to retire from. And during that time, I served a long time on the school board. A lot of those years were president, and we accomplished a lot of stuff. And we went through a lot of trials too during that time while I was on the school board. But I'm really proud of that time. I served a couple terms on the city council and I served with the Fair Association. It's over 30 years I was with them, and probably I'm at 24 or 5. I was either vice president or the president. And over half of those, I was president.
Sure.
So, and I'm also a deacon at First Baptist Church here in Newton. And so, Newton's home. I love Newton. I care about Newton, and it's been good to me.
Right.
It's been good to my family over the years. My daddy served as county judge here. I had a grandfather that served I believe he was the county treasurer.
Okay.
So,
So you're pretty well embedded.
I'm embedded here.
Newton County and the Fillyaw name is kind of synonymous.
Well, I don't know about that, but we have been here. We have been here. I'm proud to say that I'm from Newton.
10-4?
Really am.
So, nobody throws their hat in the ring to run without first identifying some issues with the current administration. What is your reason for running?
Well, something I left out a while ago when I was telling a little bit about myself. For over 10 years, I owned and operated Newton Feed Store. When I retired from my job, I bought it, and I ran it for a little over 10 years, and I had the opportunity to sell it. So I did sell it. I enjoyed it though. It was really fun. I enjoyed the people and stuff, and it was really fun. But I got to looking around at our businesses and what in our tax base and what we have here.
Right.
And we've got to do something. And I just don't see anything happening. Even if we were to bring in one thing, if we lose 2 or 3 of what we've got, we've not accomplished anything by bringing in that one thing.
Sure.
So not only do we need to look at bringing in some tax revenue, some tax base, and we need to give, and if we do that, that can give some relief to our homeowners and to the businesses that we already have here, because I can promise you that when you're in business for yourself, it seems like nearly everything you make goes toward insurance and taxes.
Yep.
Because when I had the feed store out here, I mean, not only did you pay your property taxes, not only did you pay the sales taxes, but you paid inventory taxes.
Yeah.
That cash register sitting up on that counter, you paid taxes on it.
Yeah.
All of those items that are on the shelf, if they're there December 31st, you pay taxes on those.
Right.
All of those shelves, you pay taxes on those. I had a forklift I moved feed with. I had to pay taxes on that forklift.
Right.
So I see the struggles, but we've got to bring some revenue in, and we've got to do some of that. I think we need to be better stewards with our money. I see some problems coming down the road in a couple, 2 or 3 years. I mean, we've got a grant, and we're going to be building a building, but 2 or 3 years, we're going to have to pay insurance and upkeep and utilities on that new building, and it's not going to be cheap either. So, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff to deal with in the next few years, and I have some really good ideas that that I'd like to put in place to try to help improve the county.
No doubt. So, would you say that you're in opposition to putting in that building?
Well, I mean,
because it's like, what is it, last resort shelter?
But
is that what they're calling it?
Yeah. I mean, anytime that you can get money for something, it's great. If you get some funding and stuff, and it's not costing the taxpayer anything, that's great. And I realized that when that grant's applied for and gotten, then the money has to be used for that. And I wish maybe that there would have been a bigger effort. I don't know what kind of effort was made. I mean, I wasn't here at that point, but if I would have been judge, I would have made a bigger effort to try to get it, to utilize that money for different things other than a building.
What do you feel like? I mean, let's just play that out for a minute. What if you got that money? What do you think is the first thing that you would look to try to put that money to work?
Well, I mean, when you apply for that grant, though, you have to apply for what it's going to be used for.
I completely understand that. What I'm saying is, in the application process,
what would I have done?
Yes, sir.
I can't say that exactly just what I would have done, but I think I would have used some of it for, tried to apply for some road and bridges assistance.
Okay.
Some places. I mean, that would have helped us a lot. I mean, I think I would have tried to apply maybe because it could be used for future disasters. So it could have been used for something we could have done for our different fire departments or rescue units, or even to be prepared for future disasters.
Yeah.
And I don't know if some of it may have been set aside to be prepared when that disaster comes in to be able to provide relief. I don't know about that. I mean,
gotcha.
I would have had to have been in it to really know what all it could have been used for. I just know that we could have tried to get it for some other things, and I think that I would have tried to get it for something other than the building, but I would not have let it got by.
Yeah, I got you.
If it took a building to get it, I would have done a building to get it.
Yeah.
And so
I got you. It makes sense. And there's some other counties around the area that applied for the same thing, and they're using those other stuff.
I mean, I don't know great details about it. I just know that even the city got some of it, I think, and it came through a lot. I think the grant came through DECCOG. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but I think it did. I think Tyler County got it, Jasper County got it. I heard that Jasper got it and used it for their roads and bridges now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you can hear everything.
Sure. Sure.
So that's just going off
Yeah.
of what I was told and hearsay. I'm not looked to find out for sure.
So last night was the forum down in Deweyville. Pretty good turnout, actually. I thought.
Yeah, it was good.
Really good turnout.
You know, we've had good turnouts at all three forums.
Yeah.
And it just shows me that the people of Newton County care.
Yeah.
They care about what's happening.
It seems like they're almost getting more and more engaged.
I think so.
Here over probably the last 5 years or 6 years, maybe.
And for the most part, the forums have been really receptive and just they were there to, to find out what they could, and they've been really good.
Yeah. Is there anything last night? Because I know there was kind of a little bit of a volleying back and forth about a $2.9 million and this whole deal. Is there anything you want to make clear about what you were seeing?
Yeah, I mean, on the county's website, you can go in and look at the budgets.
Okay.
The approved budgets, and you can print those off and stuff. And I since I signed up to run, I've been taking, I've been studying the budgets a little bit, and one of the things that has really stuck out to me is how much our budget has increased over the last 4 years. And last night I gave a figure, and the figure I gave was a mistake because there were two items, and I have posted a clarity on my Facebook page,
Okay.
clarifying it. But there are two items that are side by side, and one of them is the actual dollars, and the other one is the projected dollars.
Okay.
And so what I did was I looked at the budgets, and I saw the projected revenue from property taxes. That doesn't include any services or fees or grants or anything like that. That's just revenue from property taxes.
Right.
And last night I said that in 2022 it was $6,010,560, which that was the actual number. And at this time, that was done before the end of the year. So the projected number was actually higher than what I said. The actual projected number was $6,141,560 versus the $6 million. So actually, instead of 2.9 increase, it was like a 2.8 something, 2.855 or something like that.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm glad you took a moment to clear that up. It's still well over 2.5.
And I just looked at the wrong line item there, and
well,
I'm not trying to mislead anybody, but this is information that I got off, and it is the projected revenue. And at the time that I did this, the 2022 audit had not been done, so all I could go off of actually was the budget.
Gotcha.
So
that makes sense.
And so I'm having to go off the projected revenue from the 26 budget, which is $8,900,000 and something.
Yeah. Well,
and that's from projected revenue from property taxes. That doesn't include the service fees and stuff or anything else that
right.
kind of gets.
What do you feel is the number one thing that Newton County residents are suffering under right now that the county can do something about?
I mean, these property taxes are a burden. I mean, we don't have some of the highest property taxes in the area. We have the highest property taxes in the area.
And the last I heard, we're the 10th from the last poorest?
I don't know. I haven't looked
County.
into that. Probably.
It's close. I mean, it's in the lower half. We'll say that.
And that comes back to our tax base. And I mean, we have got, that is the answer to all of our problems, is our tax base.
Right.
And something that everybody needs to know is that when I'm elected judge, I'm planning on first rattle out of the box establishing an economic development council.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be as much of just a think tank to come in and help as anything. And I've got some people that have volunteered their services to really help that have been involved with economic development in the past. And
right.
And they're sitting on go. They're ready to go. They're excited about it too.
Yeah.
And they want to work. I want to get representatives from throughout the county.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I mean, I haven't sat down and just set it completely up, but probably the school districts will probably put a representative on it. Maybe the city will put a representative. I don't know. We'll see, and we'll get a good sample from throughout the county to be on it and see if we can't come up with some ideas and some plans and work toward those. And we'll, we've got the old prison out here that maybe we can do something with. And
yeah,
I'm excited about that. But I don't want to get so involved in. I keep trying to say this because I think it's so important. I don't want to get so involved in trying to bring new stuff in, and we forget about what we've already got here.
Yeah,
and I mean we all need to. I mean, we all need to realize that when we buy from Dollar General out here, that money may go to Dollar General, but some of that money pays people that work at Dollar General. It pays rent at Dollar General. That pays taxes on that building at Dollar General.
right.
And those shelves and that inventory is paid taxes on.
Yep.
And you've got people that are working there. Utilities are paid there.
Yeah.
So some of that money is going to come back to us.
Right.
Where when we get on the iPhone and we order from Amazon and we send that money to Amazon, that money's gone.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we got to think about what we got here, even whether it's the local mom and pop shop,
sure,
or whether it's the Brookshire Brothers or Dollar General too. I mean,
yeah.
it's
whether it's a local feed store or whether or not
yes. Anything that helps our county that
that's
we
right.
can get some of that money back would be better. And and that's, I mean, I don't want to keep being negative, but I mean, I don't think there's a contractor on that building that we're building out there that's from Newton County. I know the dirt work's not coming from Newton County. I've already been called about that, yeah.
That almost
and we got dirt.
We got plenty of dirt.
Yeah.
So let's shift gears a little bit. What's your everybody's talking carbon capture right now. What's your take on any of this?
Well, let's see, you weren't at Burkeville, were you?
No,
the
sir.
Other night. I don't know a whole lot about carbon capture. I'm starting to kind of look into it and see.
Right.
I'm worried about what would happen in the future. And from what I'm hearing, we're not going to have a lot of local control over it.
Right.
That most of that's going to permitting and stuff is going to come through the Railroad Commission and stuff like that. And I've dealt with the Railroad Commission before, and I know they're pretty strict. But what really bothers me about it is if it does turn out to be something bad, then if it does contaminate our groundwater or our surface water or something like that, I bet it's going to be hard to prove that it came from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and it's with anything. I'm not for any. This is what I said at Burkeville. You know, I can't tell you details on it, but I can promise you that I am against anything that would hurt our environment here, because that is one thing that we do have is we got a nice river,
Yeah.
we've got nice creeks, we've got nice woods.
No doubt.
So you know we don't want to see that hurt,
No.
and we don't want to see something put in the ground that is going to hurt our kids in the future too.
No doubt. So for people out there who may just now be getting acquainted with you, do you have a final message for them?
Yeah. Here's my deal: is that, and I've said it, and I said it at every forum that I've been to, and I didn't say it at Deweyville last night, but when I was on the school board, when I made a decision, you know, the decision, every time I'd make one, I would think, how's this going to affect our kids? What is this going to do for our kids? And as your county judge, when I make a decision, every decision I make, the first thing I'm going to think about is how is this going to affect the citizens of this county? And I'm excited about what the county has to offer. I mean, I think I can see good things happen, and we have such a unique county. I mean, we have the lake, and we have Louisville with its proximity to the south, and we've got everything, and we've really got a real good county. And I mean, that's one thing I want to do is be a judge for the whole county. I mean, I want to be open. I want to be there. I mean, last night I talked about some things I would like to once a month maybe have my office up at the Cade building at Burkeville or something, or at the sub courthouse at Deweyville, or
Just try to be a little bit more accessible.
Just be more accessible and let people know, hey, the second Thursday of the month, hey, I'm going to be in Deweyville, or
Yeah.
the second Tuesday, I'm going to be in Burkeville. But I'm not planning on just being there once a month. Don't get me wrong, but I'm wanting to have a day set aside that, hey, this is the day that I'm going to be working, instead of working out of the office in Newton,
Yeah.
I'm going to go down to Deweyville and work out of the office.
Right. No
Or
doubt.
go up to the Cade building and work out of the office.
Yeah. Well, early voting starts on February 17th.
Which is Monday.
It's Monday. So people will be seeing this over the weekend. And hopefully some of them make their decisions. And then election day is on March 3rd. So got a few weeks until that happens.
And it's and also and I want everybody to realize too that I do have a job, and I'm trying to get out and do the best I can. But I do have a job that requires a lot of my attention. I don't want everybody to think I'm retired and they haven't seen me around as much as they think I should be. But I have been trying to get around a whole lot, and I think I've done pretty good. I think, you know,
Sure.
I've done, but I can't just go Monday through Friday and
Yeah.
just go, because
So you still currently have a job?
yes, I currently have a job. In fact, here on the corner here in town, I was working out of the house, but I moved my stuff down here, and I'm working out of here. So if anybody's got any questions, like know anything, they're more than welcome to stop by and see me and ask.
So you're right here on the corner at 190.
Yeah, in one corner of 190, just across the courthouse,
Yeah.
in
That'd be easy.
the
enough.
old Thomas Holmes building.
There you go. Matter of fact, there was a snow cone stand here last I
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, the snow cone
Yeah,
stand here.
there's a snow
Yeah.
cone stand here. But So they can reach out to you that way. They can check
Sure.
you out on Facebook and see
Sure.
what all you posted there,
Yeah.
and go from there. Well, listen, Mr. Fillyaw, I appreciate you taking time with me.
Could I add one more
Absolutely.
thing? We had a forum here. We had a meet and greet here in Newton a week or two ago, and then tomorrow from 11 to 2 we have a meet and greet. We're gonna have fish down at Deweyville.
Okay.
That's tomorrow from 11 to 2, and it gives me an opportunity to meet more people, in a shorter amount of time because I'm limited on my time. And then the 21st, we're going to have one in Burkeville at the Cade Building. So
Okay.
I'd like to remind everybody to come out and attend that, and try to make one of those. I'd love to meet with you and talk to you, and answer any questions you might have, or just whatever.
Just get to know people, put faces and names together.
Yeah.
That helps.
And I've met so many people though in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Don't hold me to your name. But,
You might have to repeat your name a couple
you
times.
may have to
I get it.
repeat your name a couple times.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mr. Fillyaw, I appreciate you taking time to sit down and talk with us. Good luck in this process.
Thank you, Jay. I've enjoyed it, and I hope this is informative to some people and lets them know a little bit more about me.
Yep, I think it will.
I know that it would be an honor to serve as county judge for the citizens of Newton County, though.
Well, March 3rd, we'll find out.
Yeah. And I thank you.
Thank you for your time.
You bet.